Hey guys, welcome back to another plan with me. This week I'm memory keeping from August 30th to September 5th, and I'm using this beautiful Simply a Mess kit. It is a matte kit. I believe, if maybe I'm wrong, but I think that was the only option, and I usually don't gravitate towards matte kits. And I was actually a little nervous that I wouldn't be able to find extra boxes that would go with this kit because all of my extra boxes are glossy for the most part. But I ended up having plenty of little things and labels and boxes and everything to do this spread, so it all worked out. I also did not want to exclude any of the full boxes. I just think they're so beautiful. So I ended up having to get a little squishy on one of the days of the week because I really wanted to add a box, even though I didn't really give myself enough room in my planning. But I think it all worked out. I do want to apologize for the absolutely terrible lighting in this video, especially at the beginning. You could see like the light sort of flickering, and that was from my big TV in the living room. This, I don't know, tell me if you are the same in the comments. But when I'm feeling like anxious, I need to change up my surroundings, and I'll go through phases where I want to be in the living room and not in my bedroom, and vice versa. And I'm also the same way with like being in my apartment and not being in my apartment. It's just depending on like my anxiety, I need to just change up where I am. And I really wanted to film, but I didn't want to film in my bedroom where I usually film. So anyway, the point is I filmed out in my living room, and the TV out there is much bigger than the one in my bedroom, and so it was creating a lot of like weird lighting and flickering. I ended up turning it off and just listening and watching videos on my laptop with the screen brightness really low, so I hope that the lighting gets better. I guess I will sort of avoid filming out there just because it wasn't ideal, but I don't know, I'm glad I decided to film because I also thought about just planning off camera just because I really didn't want to be in my bedroom. I don't know, it's a thing. Please let me know if you're the same, because sometimes I feel crazy, but I'll just feel like trapped in one area and I need to like change up my environment. But anyway, let's see what else. Also, I don't know if you could tell from my last plan with me, but it's even worse right now. I get really bad spring allergies, and a lot of it is like my throat is affected. So if I start sounding like a chain smoker, I do apologize, but you know, I don't have any allergy medicine right now, and I'm not about to make a cup of tea, so it is what it is. Also, I don't know, I've sort of noticed when doing my voiceovers that I'm saying things that, I don't know, maybe might come across as offensive. I'm not really sure, but I feel like I made a comment in my last plan with me that may have rubbed some people the wrong way, and so I do apologize, but I'm just like, I don't know. I don't really want to censor myself, so yeah, like this is kind of like a shitty apology, but if you don't like cursing and you don't like my opinion, sorry about it. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I think that's the last thing I wanted to mention, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and move into the plans. Like I said, I'm starting with my sidebar. So the first thing I marked with this, I think this is a piece of deco from like a random sheet that I had with the little, like the road sign. And I wanted to mark that this week I was going to West Virginia to go to a wedding. And then down at the bottom with this Munchkin reading to a little Munchkin, I wanted to mark that this was my last week nannying for, my favorite family ever. So yeah, I really wanted to mark that. Moving into the actual plans, starting with Monday, the first thing I marked was that I had a nightmare about waking up. I don't remember what it was exactly, but it involved waking up late and everything being just a disaster. And then I actually woke up. So I marked with a little thing and a Red Bull that after having a nightmare about waking up, I woke up. I know, riveting. with a flag and this munchkin holding a baby. I marked that I went to work. Then with a little thing, and this I believe was deco from a kit, this stack of books, I marked that I read with a squared off label, and this like watercolor laptop that I believe was from Paper Crown Prints. I marked that I had a meeting with my new boss for my new job, just like some onboarding stuff. So I wanted to mark that with a little thing, and this slice of pizza from, I think, Sticky Perks, maybe. I'm sorry if that's wrong. I just marked that we got $5 pizzas from And Pizza with a fancy label, and this Stanley emoji. I marked that I watched The Office. Sorry if you can hear the cars outside. With an appointment label and this angry munchkin. I marked that I helped Joe carry an air conditioning unit down to his basement. He had hurt his back, I think, maybe a year before this, and now he's just really scared to carry anything really heavy by himself. So I helped him, and I was struggling. Moving on to Tuesday, the first thing I marked with a fancy label and this crying munchkin was that I was even more tired than the day before. I was just running on empty as per usual, with a squared off box and this little bird's eye view laptop sticker from, I believe, Papershire. I marked that I had training for my new job. With an appointment label and this pumpkin paper Kotera holding a cat, I marked that I went home to take care of Brad, my roommate's cat. Then my boyfriend and I were going to the movies, but there was like some sort of accident or something, so we hit major traffic, and I just marked that with a little thing and this Stelbo Sticker Co. car with a half box and this Kiss My Ass munchkin. I marked that the movies closed early. We missed it by 2 minutes. Basically, once the movie started, they wouldn't let you in, even though it was the trailers. Like they just wouldn't let us in. So that sucked because we kind of drove like far away. With an appointment label and this pumpkin paper Kotera eating a sandwich, I marked that we got free Wawa subs. And then the last thing for Tuesday with this little thing and these two munchkins watching TV, I marked that we watched Shameless. Moving on to Wednesday with a little thing and another munchkin with a baby, I marked that I had work. Then with another label and this freebie munchkin working at a laptop, I marked that I had more training for my new job. With a little thing and this storm cloud, I marked that there was a massive storm. With another label and Kiss My Ass munchkin, I marked that it took me forever to get home. I remember this. I was going about like between 5 and 20 miles per hour the entire time I was on the highway. It took me an hour and a half to get home or more. It was a lot. Like I didn't get home till 8 something. With a little thing and this cute little sticker that I don't know the name of it, but my friend Ilza from Ilza's Melted Plans, I think is her new social media name, because she also does wax melt videos that I don't even do wax melts, and I've already watched them all because I don't know, I just love her. But she gave me these little stickers, and I love them because so many of the like stormy weather stickers, the characters look happy and I'm never happy when it's raining unless I'm not leaving my apartment. But anyway, I just marked that I got soaked because I had to park really far from my apartment and it was just a torrential downpour. So yeah, that was cool. With an appointment label and this Tara reading a book with a cat, I marked that I got all cozy. I got out of my wet clothes and got clean, and that's like the only good part about getting caught in a storm is getting home and like just the pure joy of being like warm and cozy. With a little thing and this emoji folding laundry, I marked that I did my laundry. Then with these two like skinny pieces of solid washi and this nightmare sticker, I marked that I had a nightmare that just hit way too close to home. I'm not going to get into it, but it just had to deal with my sister, who I do not speak to. And it was just very realistic, and it just put me in a weird, really bad headspace. Moving on to Thursday with a fancy label and this worried munchkin, the first thing I marked was that there was insane traffic because I believe the road is 676. It's an underpass that is one of the main ways people in Philadelphia get around, especially to and from work. it was flooded. So like I couldn't even get out of my neighborhood because the traffic was so backed up. Like every intersection was blocked because people didn't want to miss the light. It was just awful. So yeah, that happened. With a little thing and this Olive Studio sticker, listening to what I have decided is an audiobook, I marked that I started listening to The Arrangement. With another little thing and a munchkin holding a baby, I marked that I had work. Then with a solid piece of washi and another one of these Papershire laptop stickers, I marked that I had training. With a little thing and this munchkin head, I think it's a munchkin head, I marked that I had a headache. With a little thing and this UPS truck from Sticky Perks, I think, I marked that I dropped off a package at UPS. With a fancy label and this old icon of like someone with their head wrapped in a towel, I marked that I stopped at Sally's to get my boyfriend a toner for his hair. With a flag and this suitcase, I marked that I packed because we were leaving Friday right after I got out of work for West Virginia. With a label and this old spray bottle, I love these old spray bottles, I marked that I cleaned because I don't like leaving and then coming back to a mess, which unfortunately sometimes happens when you have a roommate anyway, but still, every time I leave, I clean. Moving on to Friday, the first thing I marked with this cut up half box and this munchkin and this little munchkin, I marked that it was my last day at my job. Definitely bittersweet because these kids, if you have heard me rant on Instagram or if you've seen my other Plan With Me's, you know I'm not like a big kid person. I'm getting a little more into kids as I approach middle age, but I hate most of them, and these kids love them. Even though they piss me off sometimes, I still loved them. With a solid piece of washi and these glasses I had left over from a kit, I marked that I helped Joe pack, my boyfriend, because he just needs help. So yeah, he has issues getting everything packed and he's always worried that he's going to forget something. So I help him like go over everything and make sure he has it. With a half box and this road trip sticker from Once More With Love, I marked that we were off to West Virginia, and that is totally how I am in the car. I just sleep if I can. Then with an appointment label and this Tara eating a slice of pizza, I marked that we stopped at my boyfriend's parents' house and we ate some of their leftover Pizza Hut. Then with this patterned appointment label and this munchkin hugging a cat, I marked that we met Joe's brother's new kittens, so we also went to his apartment to say hi. It was a long night. Like, I went to work for a full day, drove to West Virginia, and then stopped at 2 different people's houses to, like, hang out. So finally, the last thing I marked with this half box and this happy munchkin in pajamas with it was that we were finally at the hotel, and I got to just, like, go to sleep, which I really needed. And it was late. It was like 3:30 at night, so... Moving on to Saturday with a little thing and this crying munchkin, I just marked that I was still so exhausted. I had a really long week and I didn't get the amount of sleep I would have liked on Friday, but I get it. Like, you can't go back to your hometown and like not see your family, you know, just because your girlfriend's a like tired bitch. So yeah, I didn't get enough sleep. So with a fancy label and this middle finger munchkin, I marked that I angrily got ready for this wedding. I chilled out, but I was just not happy. Not a happy lady. Then with a half box and these flowers that you saw me move from the sidebar, because originally I was going to mark the wedding as a separate thing, but then I remembered this was also my last week, so I really wanted to mark that. Anyway, I kept the flowers and used them on this box to mark the wedding. It was nice, I guess. I don't know. It was nice for whatever it was. Everybody's feet got covered in grass because they had just cut the grass on this like property and didn't blow it away. So my feet and my heels were covered in wet grass. So that was cool. But other than that, it was fine. With another patterned appointment label and these 2 Fox and Pip girls, I marked that I met this woman from New York, so I had someone to be cynical and pessimistic with, thank God. We hung out the whole time. She was great. With a little thing and this munchkin with balloons, I marked that we went to the after party, which was very West Virginia. Like, we were in a barn. They were like playing country music. They, that was basically it. With a fancy label and this today is canceled, go back to bed sticker, I marked that I got firework ash in my eye because since it was like a huge farm private property that we went to after the wedding, they were allowed to just like do fireworks really, really close, and the ash was everywhere, including in my eyeball. So that was cool. And then the last thing on Saturday with a little thing and this stomachache munchkin was that I had a stomachache. So real fun way to end the evening. Moving on to Sunday, the first thing I marked with a flag and this sort of like duffel bag piece of deco from an old kit. It's not a duffel bag, it's a tote. I marked that we checked out of the hotel with a little thing and this rain like storm cloud. I marked that it was cold and raining. Of course, we're like we're doing activities and stuff and it's like freezing out after it's been like 90 degrees every single day. So that kind of sucked because the plan for Sunday was everybody was going to go tubing, but it was like 60 degrees and raining and cloudy. So the last thing you want to do is like go in a lake or a river. But we sucked it up and we went. So we did a 3-hour tubing day in the rain. It rained. Yeah. And we even texted everybody like, are we still going? Because it's kind of gross out. Everybody was miserable, but we all did it. With a label and this Fight Me Munchkin, I marked that I had been in the most pain I'd ever been in my life just from the cold. My body has never been in that much pain. It was just awful. My boyfriend's lips turned blue, like they were blue. And then I was at one point, I was at the end of the like conga line of tubes, and the girl with the kayak was able to avoid this huge rock for everybody else, but not me. And it was so high out of the ground that even lifting my ass up, I couldn't avoid it. And I was dragged right over a huge rock and bruised my back. So I was pissed. Anyway, not at her, just at like life. I'd just never been so uncomfortable for such an extended period of time. With a little thing and this emoji covered in ice, I marked that we were frozen, like we could barely walk after we got out of the water. And then we went to the car we ran to the car and got towels and tried to like get out of our wet swimsuits and stuff and just like changed in the car. Then with a little thing and this French fry sticker from I think Once More With Love, I marked that we went to get McDonald's fries to sort of like cheer us up after that. And we also went to Dairy Queen and got blizzards, so I marked that with another little thing and this ice cream cone deco. With another solid piece of washi and another cat sticker, I marked that we stopped one more time at my boyfriend's brother's apartment to just say goodbye, meet his roommate, and see his kitten one more time. And then with a squared off box and this munchkin peeking out from the side of the box, I marked that we stopped to say goodbye to my boyfriend's parents. With a little thing and another Stella Bow Sticker Co. car, I marked that we stopped at Sheetz to get donuts. I'm a Wawa lady, but their donuts are decent, so we stopped there. And then the final thing with this half box and this Tara in a towel, I marked that we were finally home and clean. Yeah, so that is everything for this week. I'm just really happy with how this spread came out. A lot of the times with artwork, they really focus on like the 4 accent colors, but because this kit had like a sunset and a lantern and a fireplace and like just other little colors added into it, I was able to pull in a lot of like orange and peach stickers, and I think it still looks really good and really cohesive. But maybe that's just me. Maybe you think it looks like trash, but I really like it. I'm just really happy with this kit. But yeah, that is everything. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.